The mineral wealth of the Kazakhstan sector of the Caspian Sea is the people's wealth. The exploration and development of natural resources in the Kazakhstan sector of the Caspian Sea is a national strategic priority. Kaz Munai Joint Stock Offshore Oil Company, a branch of Kaz Munai Gas national company, was established in Kazakhstan in March 2003. It operates as a contractor in subsurface management contracts. The guiding principle of the company is the effective and rational development of resources, while continually replacing and increasing Kazakhstani oil and gas reserves. Over the long term, the company strives to become a strategic player in national offshore oil and gas production and become a key player in the Caspian energy resources market. Currently, Kaz Munai is the core stakeholder of the Pearls contract area with a 25% share in PSA 2005, along with Shell EP Offshore Ventures Limited 55% and Oman Pearls Company Limited 20%. The core stakeholder of the Kurman Ghazi oil field with a 50% share in PSA from 2005, along with Rosneft Kazakhstan LLC. The core stakeholder of the Chub Karagan oil field with a 50% share in PSA from 2003, along with Lukoil Overseas Shelf BV. Owner of the Atash Joint Stock Company, the core stakeholder in the Atash oil field, with a 50% share in the charter capital, along with Lukoil Overseas Atash BV. Owner of Jambai LLP, the core stakeholder of Jambai Structure, with a 50% share in the charter capital, along with Repsol Exploración Kazakhstan SA 25% and Caspian Investment Jambai BV 25%. Over the years of its operation, Kaz Munai has acquired considerable expertise, displaying impressive results which add significantly to the company's competitive advantage. Since 2004, our company has developed an effective management system for healthcare, labour and environmental issues involved in the implementation of offshore projects. This system has ensured more than 1,800,000 man-hours of smooth performance and helped to avoid serious incidents and potentially lethal situations. Built a team of excellent oil and gas professionals whose professionalism continues to develop due to the Motivation and Human Capacity Development Scheme. Awarded training opportunities at international oil companies to 37 engineer interns. 22 of them returned to Kazakhstan on completion of their training course, while 15 are employed in other Kaz Munai and Kaz Munai Gas projects. The hydrocarbon potential of the Kazakhstan-Caspian Shelf, regardless of the Kashagan PSA cluster of fields, is estimated at as much as 5.7 billion tons of oil. To ensure the efficient and rational development of these resources, it is vital to develop the business model of the company itself. This is the integrity of the company's offshore operations and its reliability. Consequently, the trust and confidence of all the social layers of the people living in the Caspian region will ensure the sustainability of the company. In order to discover new oil and gas fields, Kaz Munai Joint Stock Offshore Oil Company carries out geologic, geophysical and geologic production data analysis used for geologic risk assessment. This assessment system is built on regular subsurface uncertainty assessments, which influence the geologic and recoverable hydrocarbon reserve evaluations and further project development. The overall exploration work efficiency ratio at Kaz Munai contract areas come out at 33%. The Caspian region is a unique ecosystem with an extremely sensitive bio and ictio fauna and flora. So, environmental issues are crucial in the implementation of offshore projects. A series of specially developed measures are taken during operations to minimize environmental impact. Not a single case of ecological stress was registered during the 6 years of offshore projects in the Kazakhstan sector of the Caspian Sea. In borehole drilling, we use the zero discharge method. The principle of the method is that no production or consumption waste is discharged to the sea, but collected in closed containers and transported to shore for disposal. Prior to any offshore petroleum operations, public opinion polls are carried out by operators and the optimum action plan is developed based on their results. This allows for the minimization of any environmental impact. It is vital that we develop our national infrastructure in order to ensure the continuity of business processes and to increase Kazakhstan's share of sales in goods, works and services. To ensure the development of national infrastructure, Baltino Offshore Operations Base and Kazmor Transflot sea vessels are used in petroleum operations. We are part of major efforts in offshore and coastal infrastructure development to provide smooth offshore operational performance. Social responsibility is one of the core priorities for Kaz Munai Gas. More than $6.7 million is spent on social projects in the regions where the company is present. In 2007, Kaz Munai started an initiative supported by our partner companies involved in various projects. It is a policy of co-financing projects most relevant for the region. Under this initiative, we constructed a kindergarten in Kurik village, Mangistau Oblast, in 2007, a gas pipeline in Kizil Ozen village, Tube-Karagan region, Mangistau Oblast, in 2008, and 2 municipal 50-apartment houses in Aktau in 2009. Funding Kazakhstan's labour force in vocational education and special development and redevelopment training is another important form of social contribution. A total sum exceeding $12 million was spent on this programme alone. We have more than 1,000 young professionals trained by our branch and related organisations and about 40 engineer interns trained at some of the world's leading oil companies. The lack of drilling capacity is a major obstacle in the acceleration of geological exploration of the Caspian. To solve this issue, Kaz Munai is implementing a breakthrough project of jack-up drilling rig construction. Under the national programme of developing the Kazakhstan sector of the Caspian Sea, Kaz Munai Joint Stock Offshore Oil Company is responsible for the project of jack-up drilling rig construction. We have currently finalised the design stage of the jack-up rig with a drilling capacity of 6,000 metres on the seabed in water of up to 4.5 to 80 metres deep. In 2007, Kaspi Meru Erti Operating Company, BV, one of the operators of the Pearls project, announced the discovery of hydrocarbon deposits at the Khazar oil field.
With great pleasure and satisfaction, I would like to note that close cooperation with Kaz Munai ensured the success of our ambitious exploration plans in the Khazar and Awezo fields. Future exploration drilling is planned for the Tulpar and Narin structures.
Each and every year, the track record of the company's successes will become more and more significant, ensuring a sound basis for the stable development of the petroleum industry in the Kazakhstan sector of the Caspian Sea, and thus our key target of making the mineral wealth of the Caspian Sea into the wealth of the people of Kazakhstan will be achieved.